Manly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Manly gently removes unsightly nose hairs, and because Manly takes the hair from the root, you can go longer between trimmings. Manly's patented lift and yank action gently lifts and yanks the hair from the root. Manly's turbine rotary blades cast a gentle breeze over your face. Manly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Sold at fine stores everywhere.
Manly,
Manly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s.
And 2000s. Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarty. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. Well, here we are again, friends. Happy Friday night, and everything's right for the weekend. Crazy clothes and anything goes on the weekend. We made it again. We're going to put a big old dent in that weekend together. And I'd like to thank you all for stopping on by. All you truth questers out there, because you guys rock. Why? Because we and you are just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, let's go over to Chatlandia and see who's over there chatting all over the place, shall we? You can see some over here by my shoulder. There you can see some of them there. People there. Alrighty then, we got Catherine Weiss, one of our ultra mods. She says, "Hi, Aaron." Then I said, "Welcome, Truth Questers." Oh, that's over on YouTube. And then Kathy is over on YouTube and she says, "Hi, Aaron." She says hi twice. Look at that. And I said, "Hi, Weiss123, Kathy." Exclamation marks. My keyboard's still working, so we're still working on that. And over on YouTube, I said, "Hi." Hi, Kathy. Double time on the hiing to everybody. And Kathy says, "I'll be over on YouTube tonight modding." Oh, that's nice. Oh, and also, on our last show, I know that Peggy was having a hard time because Rumble kicks her off all the time. So maybe if Peggy, if you have a problem with Rumble, you guys can probably switch and have one on each. If that's copacetic with you all, that'd be cool. Oh, it looks like Dark Brains over on YouTube as well. Well, okay, I got to keep going here. And I said, okay. And then look who else is here. Oops. Why didn't it click? Cap 78 Pack. That's Peggy Dancer, another one of our ultra mods. She says, "Hi, Aaron." Hi, at Weiss123, Kathy. And she gives a heart. Isn't that nice? And then I said, "Hi, Cap 78 Pack Peggy!" Exclamation points. And look who's here. Why, it's Darkbrain, another one of our ultra mods. Hello, Aaron. Good evening at Weiss123. Good evening at Cap 78 Pack. All righty. Hello, brother Darkbrain. Remember, they're brothers and sisters. Remember that? We're all related if you go back far enough. That's kind of scary if you think about it. Kind of nice and kind of scary at the same time. I said, "Hi, Darkbrain." And then Darkbrain says, "I hope everyone had a great week." Excuse me. It sounds like I need some vitamin C. Coffee. This coffee starts with C. COFFEE. Look at all those vitamins it's got. Well, all righty then. I hope everyone had a great week, you said. I hope so, too. And look who's here. Why, it's Operation Shutdown. Because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. Yes, Operation Shutdown. Oh, I was going to ask you, Operation Shutdown, with this latest shutdown we have right now, did they consult you? Because you are Operation Shutdown. I think you should have had something to say about that, or them using that word, because I think that's pretty much your word right now. So Operation Shutdown, and the government is shut down right now, and I think they should think of a different word, because that's Operation Shutdown's word, I think. And Dark Brain says, "Hi, Aaron, Kathy Weiss, LOL. He's over there on YouTube. Look at that. Oh, and who's this? Look at that. It's Mark Vortex. Are you Mormon? No, I'm not Mormon. Are you? Do you wear those weird underwear?" They wear weird underwear. Every religion has its own little thing. Dark Brain says, Operation Shutdown. Hey, buddy, it's been a while. Good to see you. Yeah, it is very good to see our good friend Operation Shutdown. And Operation Shutdown says, hello, Dark Brain. And Dark Brain says, Mark, howdy. He is not Mormon. No. I'm not more women either. Yeah. Oops. Oh, why does that do that? Okay. And then Kathy says, hi, Operation Shutdown. And Operation Shutdown says, hello, Kathy. Everyone's so nice here. Isn't that nice? Truth questers are always the nicest kind of people. And then Kathy says, hi, Dark Brain. And Kathy says, hi, Peggy. Look, everyone's saying hello. Everyone's so nice. And Peggy Dancer says, well, I'm trying to figure out problems I'm having with Rumble, so I think I'll stay here for now. I went over and hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Grateful that Kathy is holding down YouTube. Okay, great. That's awesome. That is awesome. And then Operation Shutdown. Can you believe I was not consulted on the latest government shutdown? I can't believe it. I would put up a big stink about that. Call your alderman or something. I don't know. Operation Shutdown. Oh, we already read that one. Okay. And then Dark Brain says, sure, sue them for copyright infringement. That's right. That is right. And Mark Vortex says, I don't wear nothing. I'm a bad Mormon. LOL. I'm Mormon from France, specialist of aliens too. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, I think that the Mormons do have a sort of an alien contingent in their story. Apparently there's a building where aliens are in. If you get high enough up, something strange like that. Very mysterious, I'd say. So if you have any information on that, Mark Vortex, we'd be interested to hear. There is a national emergency executive order coming out shortly from President Trump. Oh, wow. From Cap 78 Pack says that. And look who's here now. It's Up 3564. Hello, Up. He's always up, or she. They are always up. I don't want to assume anything here. Do I know Up? I can't remember. It's been so many years since I've been on YouTube. I can't remember everybody. And then Dark Brain says, howdy, Up. At Up. All right, we're all caught up there. Well, let's go on over to the Book of Faces, or what I've been calling it lately, the Land of Zuckers, because there's a Zucker born every minute over there, isn't there? Oh, and Kathy says, hi, Up. And Operation Shutdown says, things are looking up. Yes, they are. Up is here. Things are looking up. Very good. I like that. Alrighty, well, let's go over to the Land of Zuckers. That's where Mark Zuckerberg has everybody telling everybody what they ate for dinner and whatnot. Because that's what the government wants, I guess. They're not seeing what I'm eating. I don't really show that kind of stuff. And look at that. Why, it's tonight's show. One on YouTube and one on Rumble. Simulcasting is a very new thing to me. I've only done it. This is my only third time now. So I'm very grateful to be able to do it. I got, all of this stuff. Very confusing. But I'm doing my best. There we go. This is number 688. Look at that. And, if you're having troubles with one of the other platforms, go to the other one. Either if you're on Rumble, go to YouTube, or if you're on YouTube, go to Rumble. And don't forget to hit the old thumbs up. That always helps. Oh, and up 3564 used to be just up 3. YouTube added. I know they keep adding numbers to everybody. What's the deal there? And then Kathy says, hi, Mark Vortex. Alrighty then. There's that. Oh, look at this nice meme. Time to obliterate the deep state. Lady Patriot PJ. Put that out. She posts some rockin' memes. I gotta tell you. Well, we gotta move this up a bit. And so there it is. Do it, Q. Yeah, time to obliterate the deep state. Very cool. And here is that beautiful picture from space that we took our thumbnail from. Thumbnail was like this top part here. And from Astronomy and Landscapes, beautiful nebula. It is a beautiful nebula. That's a lot of information they gave there. That is a beautiful nebula. I could have told you that. My next question is it real, or is it Memorex, or what we like to call AI? Don't know. Don't know, don't care, just lost my underwear. Oops. There we go. What's this? Former McDonald's employee becomes first ever King of America. Oh, yeah. Yeah, King of America. Not. Mercy Otis Warren put that out. Thanks, Mercy. Oh, breaking news. Unreleased classified image of 3i Atlas cockpit. Why, it's baby Superman. Oh, that's who it is. God. Oh, then we know where it came from. Kryptonite. Krypton. Came from Krypton. Looks like they have pretty good spaceship baby seats there. Hope he, he better hurry up and grow up. I mean, that's in our solar system, right? Yeah. Okay. Here's some information from Mark Vortex over there across the pond. The Mormons' texts say that Jesus and Lucifer are brothers, looking like Odinism and Sumerian's story. And in Doctrine of Salvation 2, if you can find that the forbidden fruit is the creation of blood. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That is interesting. Did you hear about that guy that he quit his job and he was going to start a AI religion, and then he gave up, and now he's back at it. He's trying to create an AI religion. Can you believe it? I don't think I would sign on to that. Oh, look at this. Hakeem Jeffries. He is launching an investigation over donor money for the ballroom renovation. Yes, that's right. He's going to use taxpayer dollars to investigate privately funded renovations. Democrats are beyond stupid, and they don't know when to stop spending on stupid things. What an idiot. Hakeem. Like I said before, his first name sounds like someone's harking a loogie. Okay? Sounds like you're harking a loogie. It's like, what do you want to name your kid at birth? Oh, Hakeem, I think they said. Yeah, something like that. Anna Paulina Luna, Representative Anna Paulina Luna, put this out. We are an independent nation. If you ask for our help, expect to be held responsible for upholding a very well negotiated peace deal. President Trump has made it clear, if you want America's support, you must respect the terms and conditions that come with it. And that's in response to this person here, Salaman Ahmad. Justin Netanyahu overrides Trump and says U.S. can't stop Israel annexing the West Bank. He said the Wheat Bank. I think he means the West Bank. It doesn't matter. We're an independent country. Well, so are we. And we have, yeah, there you go. Oh, look who else is here. Why, it's our good friend Chroniviewer. Hi, Chroniviewer. Good evening, all, he says. And I got it right. Hi. Chroniviewer. Alrighty, Aphrodite. And Cap 78 Pack says, hi, Chroniviewer. And I said, hi, Chroniviewer. All right, then. Well, there we go. All right, what's this? Historic FBI numbers. 28,000 violent criminals arrested. 6,000 illegal weapons seized. 2,000 child predators and human traffickers taken off the streets. That's good. 2,000. 5,000 innocent children rescued. That's great. 2,000 criminal enterprises disrupted. Good. 1,900 kilos of fentanyl taken out. Good. That's from the White House. Bongino Inc. shared that. That's great. Breaking news, Florida's Surgeon General, mRNA products don't belong in human beings. I agree. Breaking, Kash Patel catches NBA superstars red-handed in massive mafia bust. Did you hear about this? It's kind of a long video, so I'm not going to play it, but I guess they caught some players and coaches mixed up with mob families, like all the mob families. So very interesting, I gotta say. And Chroniviewer says hi. And Kathy puts this out. Please like and share this video with your friends, family, and social media. And hit the old thumbs up. Helps the algorithm, the algo beat, and all the other algos we all forgot about. Thank you, Kathy, for putting that out there. All righty then. I gotta say hi over here to all of these people. Oops, I can't do it that way. It's so oh, that's where you gotta do it. I forgot. Yeah. Gotta say hi to Operation Shutdown over there. There it is. All right. So yeah, Kash Patel's just knocking it dead out there. And Kat and Liberal Tears put this out. Trump banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago in 2007 and cut all ties with him. Clinton and others continued their association with Epstein long after Epstein's 2008 arrest and conviction. If Biden's FBI had any dirt on Trump, they would have released it before the 2020 election. Of course, they would have. I find it odd how liberals keep howling for the President Trump, that President Trump was a pedo, when zero evidence. But Bill is in numerous photos, flight logs, and even blue dress, and not a peep. Not a peep. They're so disingenuous. Lessons for liberals: we have no kings. Our government is not fascist. Conservatives are not Nazis. Our president is not Hitler. If they were, you would be buried in an unmarked grave. Read a book. Class dismissed. Thanks, Brian Chase. That's a good one. Oh, confused? Oh, are you confused? I became confused when I hear the word service used in these agencies. Internal Revenue Service, U.S. Postal Service, Cable TV Service, Civil Service, Federal, State, City, and Public Service, Customer Service. That's not what I thought service meant, but today I overheard two farmers talking, and one of them said he had bought a bull to service his cows. Bam! It all made sense. It came into focus. Now I understand what all those agencies are doing to us. Now you are as enlightened as I am. Thanks, Reggie Rhino, for putting that out there. Oh, this is from Jeff Foxworthy, our favorite redneck comedian. And there's a bus as a hunting stand, and it says, if this is what you consider higher education, you might be a redneck. You might be. Trump's world. Yes, the White House. We're so happy to be living in it. Yes, Trump's world. Is that a real-time cover or I don't know? Oh, did you hear about this? The very violent left. My friend Tom Gray shared this out, and breaking 38-year-old Benjamin Michael Campbell has been arrested after allegedly opening fire on a MAGA supporter over a Trump sign in North Carolina. According to Daily Mail, Campbell, a local accountant, reportedly slammed on his brakes after spotting 62-year-old Mark Thomas's Trump sign, got out of his car, ripped it down in broad daylight. And then when the guy came out, Thomas told reporters he was driving along, saw the sign, slammed on his brakes, had a political trigger moment, because you're an idiot leftist listening to the stupid fake news, and just had to tear it down. When Thomas came out to confront him, Campbell grabbed a gun and fired 5 to 6 rounds as he sped off. Police caught him shortly after, and now he's facing up to 17 years in prison. 17, you say? For a Class C felony assault charge. All of this over a campaign sign. The left's tolerance keeps showing itself, one bullet at a time. It's getting so tiring. And, it's all fed by the news. The news needs to be, they need to be arrested and have their licenses pulled for what they're doing. Don't you think? Oh, I think. Wow, Polish Prime Minister Grzegorz Braun walked into a courthouse to give evidence in a case, only to find a Christmas tree with LGBT baubles. He grabbed the tree, drags it outside, and throws it in the bin, the garbage. Braun, we are Poland. We do not celebrate gay Christmas trees. Based AF. Oh, yeah. You show them. Diesel D's put that up. Oh, did you see this idiot, this crime boss trying to pretend like he's a normal person? Murderers Row. Yeah. He's talking about how they're not even in the top 30 for murders, when in fact they're number one. 17.47 of every 100,000 people. They are actually the worst of all. And he's claiming they're not even in the top 30. He's a liar. He's a liar. He just keeps eating and eating and eating. And maybe he ate all of his opponents. Maybe that's why he won. Or they cheated. That's probably how he won. No leadership, no vision for America, no message. 19% approval. The Democrat Party, it's sinking. Hate and immorality is all they have to offer. Thanks, Dana, for putting that out there. Hey, liberals. In 2010, Obama spent $370 million on White House renovations paid for by taxpayers. Trump's renovations cost taxpayers zero. And they got their undies in an uproar. They're so stupid. So stupid. And Right Side Broadcasting is reporting this. Senator Grassley says Garland and Wray approved Arctic frost investigation that led to the surveillance of GOP senators. That's a no-no. So, yeah, that's good. Keep it coming, Mr. Grassley. You're rocking. Did you hear about this? Tragic accident on the highways here. A truck loaded with thousands of copies of Roget's Thesaurus spilled its load, leaving New York witnesses were stunned, startled, aghast, stupefied, confused, shocked, rattled, paralyzed, dazed, bewildered, surprised, dumbfounded, flabbergasted, confounded, astonished, and numbed. Gee, I bet they were, because they grabbed one of those books and saw the word in there. Thanks, wholesome memes. You're really putting out the wholesome memes these days. This is an absolute horrible tragedy to the White House, literally tearing down a section to, oh, my bad. This is a picture when Obama wrecked the White House to put up an indoor basketball court. And the Dems were just all in love with that. He also put a basement, like a big basement area. What went on down there? Perhaps a hot dog and pizza party, perhaps? Should be looked into. Oh, look, NASA has released actual images of 3-Eye Atlas. Looks Battlestar Galactica. And it's ragtag fleet of spaceships fleeing the Cylons. I'd say that's pretty accurate. Isn't that funny? And that is a really cool shape for a spaceship, I gotta say. Ed Big Daddy Roth shared this out. Big Daddy's mid-engine road agent show car. My brother owned this car, and he brought it back to its original luster, including blowing a new bubble for the top out of yellow plexiglass. It's not just a regular bubble. It has lines where it bubbles. So he had to make metal rods and blow the bubble up just past the metal rods, and had to, man, I don't know how he did that. Oh, and Cap 78 back says, LOL, all the words meaning, thanks, Theosaurus. Yes. And JBYNG7714 says, Cylons go into politics and banking. Oh, I bet they do. Good point. Welcome to the program, too. There's the car. My brother owned that for a while. Donald Trump put this out. The Ronald Reagan Foundation has just announced that Canada has fraudulently used an advertisement which is fake, featuring Ronald Reagan speaking negatively about tariffs. The ad was for $75,000. They only did this to interfere with the decision of the U.S. Supreme Court and other courts. Tariffs are very important to the national security and economy of the USA. Based on their egregious behavior, all trade negotiations with Canada are hereby terminated. Canada. Oh, Canada. Thank you for your attention to this matter, DJT. You know what? I accidentally rubbed ketchup in my eyes. Now I have hindsight. Heinz ketchup. Hindsight. Thanks, dad jokes. We always like dad jokes there. Yeah, because why do we like dad jokes? Because we're saving the world with memes and dad jokes. That's what we're doing right here, folks. We are. Yes, we are. And it's working. It's working great. And Gina Frost put this out. Hillary Clinton, it's not his house. It's your house. And he's destroying it. Donald Trump, truth's back. I may name it the Monica Lewinsky Ballroom. There you go. Ballroom. And Trump he will have the biggest ballroom, won't he? Yes. Hey, Democrats, who the F paid for Obama's 2010 White House renovations costing $376 million? That's right, taxpayers. Yeah. No outrage. All sports are fixed. They are. They're fixed. I haven't watched sports since the 80s. And Wolfgang, my buddy Wolfie says, pretty much like elections. Yeah, right. 100%. 100%. You know, Argentina is surprisingly cold. In fact, it's bordering on Chile. It's right next to Chile. Chile today, hot tamale. That's from puns. We like puns too, don't we? Oh, yeah. I can't decide which type of mattress to buy. I might have to sleep on it. Yeah, sleep on it. From dad jokes. Oh, another good dad joke. Bombshell, Chuck Grassley writes, just received a DOJ proof. The AG, we already saw this. Why am I posting things twice? And here is a little bat action for entertainment purposes only. Check this out. For educational.
What about Robin?
Well, I had him killed, painlessly. Well, he is a bit of a bore with his holy this and holy that.
How that does it, Catwoman. I thought you had a modicum of decency, but I see that I erred in my judgment.
You're supposed to fall on the floor.
You're attractive, Catwoman, but not that attractive.
Put in a double dose of Otis shot, that poisonous perfume. You should have been dead 30 seconds ago.
Aha, aha, ha. So, All of this lovey-dovey business was just a trick.
Why aren't you writhing in pain?
I had a hunch that you'd try something not quite kosher. I've been wearing bat plugs up my nose. I've been breathing nothing but clean, fresh air, sans eau de chat parfum.
You cheated.
What about Robin?
But I have him killed. Painlessly.
See, you can never outsmart Batman, can you? Let that be a lesson to all you people out there trying to subvert Batman. It's not possible. Indian Times put this out. Here's this idiot who killed 3 people on the highway. A 21-year-old Indian origin truck driver caused a deadly crash in California, killing 3 people. Authorities later revealed he possessed an illegal driver's license, sparking outrage and raising serious questions about road safety and driver verification in the U.S. California crash. Did you see this? Look at this. And even his brakes. With the rest around there. Just terrible. Unbelievable. And sickening. Thanks, California. You're idiots. Oh, look. Here, camouflage. You couldn't see the man riding in on a camel because he had camouflage. Oh, look at that. I like that. Yeah, you want to sneak up on someone with a camel? You got to get camouflage, baby. That's it. Oh, yeah. Alrighty then. And here is a very cool picture of Trump. It looks like a painting. The White House just released this photo. It must have passed it through a filter to make it look like a painting. It's pretty darn good. He's a good guy. Here you go. Check this out.
The President of the United States.
Oh, this isn't the one I thought it was. Well, we'll skip that for now. Oh, and look at this. Here are these UFOs buzzing the Capitol in 1952. Here is a picture of a UFO taken by Mr. Adamski back in the 50s. And here is the Battle of L.A. during World War II. And you can see a saucer right there. They shot at it. There were hundreds of them coming in from the ocean and going back out. And this one was shot 1,500 times with anti-aircraft missiles, and nothing stopped it. It was going very slow. Didn't even alter its course. And look at this. Xena Tank Taylor put this out. This is the Honda Aero Tracer, a rare concept motorcycle created by Honda in the late 80s. Look at that thing. That's really cool. Talk about a rocket sled, huh? Look at that. They should have came out with that. That would have sold. That would have, I'm telling you, that would have been a good one. They should have done that. Look at this. Dan Henschel. When I proposed, my idea was simple. A road trip across the country that ultimately spelled out, "Will you marry me?" The challenge would be keeping it a secret until the very end, since forming the letters properly required some trickery. I forgot my wallet, etc. We got to go back. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Will you marry me? That's clever. Oh, my God. He didn't say if she said yes or not. I don't know. She might have said, well, I would marry you if you had better penmanship. Looks kind of goofy. They're doing this because they have Trump derangement system. Yeah. And there's our last show. Well, there's that. That's elaborate. Yes, that took a long time. I hope she said yes, or maybe she said no and he dodged the bullet. I don't know, right? Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, let's cruise on over to X, because we love to go over there on X, because that's where some of the fun stuff is, right? And the news. You can't beat it for the news. X is just, it's way better than Twitter used to be, I think. Thanks, Elon. We'll be thanking him forever for this. And there's the two shows. Now on X, the YouTube shows up smaller, the picture. But look at the Rumble one is bigger. Isn't that weird? So I'm giving people a choice. You can watch it on whichever thing you want. Q-Mum put this out. In addition to Elvis, Trump also started working with the FBI to bring down the mob in the late 70s and early 80s. Same time as Elvis. Well, I guess that's a rumor. The same crime families that Elvis was helping to bring down. Gambino, Genovese, Lucchese, Bonanno, and Colombo families. Deep dives. Trump started working with FBI since 1981. How do you like that? That's awesome. Oh, did you hear about this? Jake Lang, he was one of the J6ers. And check this out. Supreme Court's going to hear his case.
$240 million. That's what we're seeking from the Capitol police officers that brutalized and murdered us January 6ers at the United States Capitol right here in Washington, D.C. Today, the court filing is official. Federal watchdog has put forth one of the most robust legal filings. And guess what? Lieutenant Michael Byrd, you murderer, you're named on the Supreme Court filing. And you too, Lila Morris, you are also named. We will get justice for the January 6ers, and it will happen very soon. God bless America.
That's awesome, Jake. He really is an awesome guy. Oh, look at this. Scientists working tirelessly to find a cure for Trump derangement syndrome.
Lay dormant until you give them a stimuli. Observe.
The only way we'll be able to come up with an antidote to TDS is to find patient zero.
J. Trump is now president of the United States.
Patient zero.
Lay dormant until you give them a stimuli. Observe.
Yeah, they're working diligently. They never stop. The Justice Cometh put this out. Schiff could be next. Oh, what a glorious day that would be. And this is drop 325, 12/10/2017. Blunt and direct time. Adam Schiff is a traitor to our country. Leaker, national security, evil, TikTok. Hope the 7.8 million was worth it. Enjoy the show. Q. You'll love that. Oh, I bet he just gets the hives reading stuff like that. And that's lovely. Look, time lapse of Comet Lemon with 1 million satellites. All these little things going are satellites. Look at that. There's no sound. Look at that. Looks like it's not moving hardly at all, does it? In relation to the other stars. Just creeping. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, and look at this. The moment the 3i Atlas entered our solar system, the sun changed its behavior, erupting with massive CMEs as if targeting it. And there's a reader's added context. The comet entered our solar system very close to our sun's solar maximum. This occurs on an approximately 11-year cycle. Maximum is reached this year, where sunspots and solar flare activity at its peak. The comet entered our solar system likely has no influence on our sun. Oh, bullcrap. I think everything has influence on the sun. Let's see if I can stop this. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, look at these streams. It just keeps coming. Look at that. I don't understand why it does that. Why this happens. I don't know. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Oh, this is great. Liberal. This girl nails it.
The word liberal as an acronym. Lacking in basic education, reasoning, and logic.
That's it?
Liberal. The word liberal as an acronym. Lacking in basic education, reasoning, and logic. Liberal. The word liberal as an
The
acronym.
look on her face when she says liberal. She's great. Great presentation. That's awesome. Oh, look at this. You got to see this. Oops. We'll go back here. This is tragically sad. Let's get this a little bit bigger. Okay. Chad Harrison put this out. Your neighbor finally test drove his project car he's been working on. Well, I think he has a few adjustments to make now. Oh, man. Can you believe first time out and this happens? There he is. He's backing it up. It's like a Model T, a T bucket. The big engine in it. He tries to burn out here. He hits the neighbor's car. Look at that. It's a wreck. It's probably unsalvageable at this point. But did you see what side he's driving on? He's driving on the other side. Unless this is a reverse angle. This might be Australia or England. I'm not sure. But it looks like American cars, doesn't it? One more time. Let's watch this. Very sad. All that work this guy put into it. Right over that car. Look, it just falls into a heap of parts. Man, can you imagine doing all that work? He just bought himself 3 cars. Yeah, fixer-uppers. Oh, my. Oh, look. Cap 78 pack. Prayers for Mrs. Pinkerton to recover from her teeth extractions. Oh, my. Oh, my. And Crown Viewer says, she says, thank you. I'm with her now. Oh, we're sending our prayers for you to get rid of the pain. My goodness. Oh, man. Yeah, I had to have a tooth pulled, a while back, and I said, he goes, this tooth is gonna have to be pulled. I said, well, but doc, I don't have insurance. What's it gonna cost me? He says, $250. I said, $250 for an operation only lasts 1 second. So he pulled it slowly. No, he didn't. Good job, Crown Viewer. Yes. Isn't that sad, that car? Oh my God, this is great. Hakeem. Oops. We're going to go back to here. And
the Democrats are acting like terrorists, holding the American people hostage right now in order to get what you want. You want to just quickly respond to that?
Yes, Mr. Infidel. We will keep government closed until the infidels give us what we want. We want free health care for illegal alien terrorists. You don't want to give free health care to Mexicans? Fine. We don't even like Mexicans. They're too loud, playing mariachi music until 6 in the morning. I need to sleep, baddie. I drive Uber tomorrow.
The Democrats are acting like terrorists.
That's pretty good, Hakeem. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's this stupid trackpad thing. I'll never get used to it. Halder put this out. In case you didn't notice, the next time there is a delta is 10/28. October 28th, 2017, the drop started. In 2019, we were told to note the next 6 years. Buckle up, friends, from 33, post number 3387 on 8chan. Q clock, minimum 39. All right. Listen very carefully again. Note past 2 years. Note next 6 years. You were told what was going to happen. You were told what battles we face. Strategic, pre-planned, patriots in control. Q. Patriots in control. I like that. Imagine losing your job because you can't speak good English. That's what's happening to truckers during a random DOT inspections. They're being pulled over, forced to read, write, and speak English on the spot. If they fail, fined, shut down, fired. Doesn't matter how long you've been driving. If you fail the English test, you're done. Good. Let's pull every single one of those things over for. They kill more people. Did you hear about this? Operation Skywatch ignited. Trump and RFK Jr. launch global crackdown on chemtrails. Arrests imminent. This is Nuremberg 2.0, and it's happening now. Operation Skywatch ignited. Look at that. It's about time. Oh, this is the one I was thought other one was.
If you are declaring war against these cartels and Congress is likely to approve of that process, why not just ask for a declaration of war?
Well, I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay, we're going to kill them. You know, they're going to be like dead.
Well, we got to turn off the music because this copyright junk. I don't like that rap music anyway. It's not music to me. Trump's ballroom. This guy has a pretty good take on Trump's ballroom. Check it out.
America, Donald Trump's big, beautiful ballroom. So as you know, dumb fucks in the Democrat Party have been talking shit about Donald Trump starting construction on the new ballroom. It's the people's house. What can we do? Even though there's been multiple construction projects at the White House for many years in the past. But I want to show you some images of this beautiful ballroom that's being built, and then I want to talk to you about something secret you probably don't know, but I think is awesome. So here's the White House complex, and the area right here is all that they've demolished. So Democrats are out of their fucking mind and have no clue what they're talking about. How stupid. So here's an image of what the ballroom inside is going to look like. Absolute master class. Take a look at that. Almost like Versailles. Here's another image showing the seating and the chandeliers and the large windows that'll be open to give it a very open feel. Here's another image of those open window concepts that are going to be done. This is fantastic. By the way, not a single dollar of taxpayer money being used for this. Now, of course, this is a diagram of the White House itself. And then here's the East Wing, and it's going to be taken out and replaced like this. So one thing I want to talk about is the original design of Washington, D.C. As you know, this was built as a Freemason city, and there's a lot of sacred geometry in Washington, D.C. You get an overlay of this with Freemason symbols and the star, which of course looks on the surface like a satanically built city because of the geometry of this place. Now, if you didn't know, Donald Trump is building an archway and adding to the ballroom. So this sacred geometry that's been set up in Washington, D.C. is about to be considered asymmetrical now, and it's going to fuck it up. So this, quote, sacred Mason geometry that's been a part of Washington, D.C. for 250 years is about to be knocked out of whack and out of alignment because of Donald Trump's plans of what he's building. Most people haven't talked about that. I'm going to talk about it. I just did. And whether Donald Trump knows it or not, this is absolutely fantastic. It's almost like Donald Trump's building plans are a physical thorn in the side to what Washington, D.C. was all about. This is absolutely fantastic news. I love this. I want to see Trump build more shit. Hey, what's up, America?
There you go. Interesting, huh? Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Johnny Cadillac with this, though. What would you name him? What would you name him? Senior? I don't know. What would you name him? I don't know. And Cap 78 Pack says the arch is going to offset the Freemasonry crap too, as well as the ballroom. Yes. Interesting. Plausible. Senior Kitty. J Bing says that. J Buying. Senior Kitty. Yes, I think that's a good one. What a funny looking cat. Cats are the funniest. They can be some of the funniest looking animals. Look at that. How can you not laugh at that thing? That poor thing. His owner's going to be laughing at him forever. Oh, and I posted this and I thought, this looks AI, and it is AI. It's totally AI. There's a reader's context. AI generated, so sorry about that. Clandestine, Mother of God. Check this out.
The most insidious was providing intelligence to the Mexican law enforcement that led to the arrest of a CJNG cartel-affiliated baby trafficker called La Diabla. Her whole money-making operation was centered around luring pregnant women, performing illegal C-sections, harvesting organs, and selling newborn babies.
Wow.
Mr. President, it's your leadership that has made all of this possible. I can tell you, in the midst of this government shutdown, our folks, like everyone around this table, are working 24/7 without pay and eager to get after this because they believe in your leadership and the mission that you have presented to them. Thank you, Mr. President. I'll hand this off to Homeland Security Advisor Stephen Miller, the leader of this. The most insidious was providing intelligence to the Mexican law.
Isn't that excellent? They are really going after all these criminals. Things we didn't even know what was going on. They're just going for it. This is so cool. And let's hear what Pam Bondi has to say.
You cannot disclose the identity of a federal agent, where they live, anything that could harm them. Pritzker, same ballgame with him. And, you know, Pelosi got a letter today from Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. So did Brooke Jenkins, that DA in San Francisco. We told them, preserve your emails, preserve everything you have on this topic, because if you are telling people to arrest our ICE officers, our federal agents, you cannot do that. You're impeding an investigation, and we will charge them if they think they have not met me, because we will charge them if they are violating the law. We will protect our federal agents. They're out there working nonstop, as you're showing right now during a shutdown. These people are out there working to keep Californians safe, yet you've got Pelosi out there saying to obstruct their investigation. You can't do it, and we're going to investigate her now, as well as that DA.
Oh, good. Get Nancy Pelosi off the streets. She's pretty nasty. Let's listen to RFK Jr.
Organs harvested from patients that are still moving. I heard that from a congressional hearing last week. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I mean, it's a horror story, and part of it is because of the capture of the agency that was regulating ORR. The board that was actually regulating organ harvesting was overlapping with the contractor that was actually harvesting the organs. And it was done state by state. Some of the states were just truly, it was a nightmare. And it was sickening to read these stories. They had one instance where a family was waiting at the hospital for the body of their deceased relative. The relative was brought to one of these private organ harvesting centers, awoke while they were harvesting her organs, and then was brought back to the hospital where she died eventually. But the family, brought litigation, and that's the only reason that we learned of this story. We've done a complete investigation of that company. We've taken the contract away from that company, and we're reorganizing it so that we will be regulating it and running it directly at HHS, and this will never happen again.
So sad. I've never been an organ harvester. And I used to watch Monty Python when I was younger, and there was this skit. Someone knocked at the door. The guy opens the door. We're here to pick up to get your pancreas or some organ in his body. He goes, I'm still using it. Well, we're gonna take it. Like, yeah, you write down you're an organ donor, and I don't know. Oh, the White House posted this, MJ Truth Ultra. Look at this. Rebuilding after World 1812, addition to the south, addition to the north, portico, addition to the west wing, Oval Office, garden, east wing, total reconstruction, additional Bill Clinton scandal, Muslim Brotherhood visit, tennis pavilion, cocaine discovered. Look at this, day of visibility. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah. What Trump's doing is nothing compared to what Sleepy, Creepy, Crooked Joe did. I think this is pretty excellent. There's no sound to it. It goes through all the scandalous pictures from the Biden era. Oh, look at this. It's so good. Oh, cocaine discovered. Oh, yeah. And that. You have to take a long bath or shower after you see some of those pictures. Gain of Fauci with us a weekly reminder that Tina Peters has been fully exonerated by everything that's happened, and she is still being held in jail as a political prisoner in Colorado. Just absolutely horrifying. She needs to be freed. Mark Cuban announces he's teaming up with Trump on Trump RX. Trump announced Trump RX last month, saying the website will allow Americans to shop directly for prescription drugs at discounted rates without insurance. That's good. Oh, did you see this? Gunther Eagleman. Trump adding the Elizabeth Warren wing. Oh, how nice. So inclusive. Oh, yeah. Oh, I bet they're going to TP the teepee too when it gets done. Look at that. Oh, look at that. For Elizabeth. All for Elizabeth Warren because she's got those high cheekbones. Isn't that lovely? Oh, yeah. He's everybody's president. MAGA voice with this out. Breaking. President Trump just put the mayor of San Francisco on notice for not accepting the National Guard to help make San Francisco great. Yeah, it's they're going to try it themselves. They want a chance to kind of clean it up themselves first. Not a good choice. Oh, look at this paper boy. Oh, we're going to turn the music off. This guy is the best paper boy or man I've ever seen. Look, right into his hands. Right into the person on the table there. Look at this. Right through the doorway there. And he's riding his bike the whole time under the door. My goodness, this is incredible. Just incredible. Wow. Paperboy in India, 17 years experience. Did you say 17? Look at this. Right into the guy's hands. Right into his hands. I mean, wouldn't it be phenomenal to have a paper boy like this to be able to do this? And 17 years. And after he gets done delivering those, he's got the rest of the day off. So the quicker he can do it, the more he can do. Look, right under the... Oh, how does he do that? My goodness. I'm, as a former paper boy, I got to say, I'm impressed. I never was able to do that. I never even tried. TP section for Liz, yes. Sorry, Rosie. No takebacks. Marco Rubio confirms Rosie O'Donnell's passport has been revoked after she forfeited her American citizenship. She wanted to be an Irish citizen. Now she can stay there. Stay. Can you believe it? She was born on the exact same day, same year as I was born. And I turned out a lot different than her. I mean, Rosie O'Donnell, so funny. Oh, Stephen Miller. Let's check this out. Stormy Joe put this up from James Woods.
The storm whispers to the warrior that you cannot withstand my strength. And the warrior whispers back, I am the storm.
What issue was more central in 2024 than turning back the border invasion? And since the day we came in, ICE officers have been subjected to a nonstop campaign of physical violence and harassment every single day. For what purpose? Because we had an election, Boris. We had one. What's the purpose? To use actual physical violence to change the result of the election. To say you cannot turn back the border invasion. Do you have any idea how many resources we have had to redesignate to fight these domestic terrorists? How many resources are spent
you keep
trying
calling
to
them
hunt down and
terrorists, but
track
isn't that hyperbolic to call them terrorists?
What is? If anything, I'm understating the severity of the situation.
You thought you could kill Charlie Kirk? You have made him immortal. The light will defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us.
And Stephen Miller is just amazing. He is fantastic. Here's Senator John Fetterman. Let's listen to him.
Harris referred to President Trump as a fascist, and I knew absolutely we lost the plot at that point. You know, if you call the president or someone like a fascist, you're effectively calling the people that are going to vote for him, and then they must be fascists too, or they support fascism and those things, and that's just not true. That's just not it. I happen to know, and I love a lot of people that voted for the president, and they're not fascists, they're not Nazis, they're not trying to destroy the Constitution and all those things. They just happen to have a different priorities, and they love our country in the same ways that Democrats do as well. So I refuse to do those kinds of a thing, because that kind of extreme kinds of rhetoric makes it easier for those kinds of extreme kinds of actions, even like what happened to poor Charlie Kirk and that. And now why you can't allow people to grieve and now use that an opportunity to criticize or to turn it into something. It's like, that's just basic humanity there. And like, we're forgetting that we need each other. We need each other here. And now I refuse to be a part of it and comparing people to Hitler and those things, because that's if that's what's required to win, then I refuse to.
Good for Fetterman. He's turned out to be a really cool guy. Really like him. He's should be a Republican. Cry more, libs. Yeah. And YMCA is playing, so I'm sorry I'm not playing the song, but YouTube. Blame YouTube. AI Trump is having a lot of fun there. Cry more, libs. That's pretty good. Red alert. Lee Zeldin confirms stratospheric chemtrail spraying. Listen to this.
Honesty and transparency from their government when seeking answers. But for years, people who asked questions in good faith were dismissed, even vilified by the media and their own government. That era is over. The Trump EPA is committed to total transparency. As a result, I tasked my team at EPA to compile a list of everything we know about contrails and geoengineering for the purpose of releasing it to you now publicly. In other words, I want you to know everything I know about these topics, and without any exception. Instead of simply dismissing these questions and concerns as baseless conspiracies, we're meeting them head on. We did the legwork, looked at the science, consulted agency experts, and pulled in relevant outside information to put these online resources together. Everything we know about contrails to solar geoengineering will be in there. That means anyone who reads through this information will know as much about these topics as I do as EPA administrator. To anyone who's ever looked up to the streaks in the sky and asked, what the heck is going on? Or seen headlines about private actors and even governments looking to blot out the sun in the name of stopping global warming? We've endeavored to answer all of your questions at the links on your screen. In fact, EPA shares many of the same concerns when it comes to potential threats to human health and the environment, especially from solar geoengineering activities.
I think that's all we need to hear there. Thanks, Lee Zeldin. Doing a good job there. Just in, President Trump has defeated Gavin Newsom in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. President Trump can now federalize California National Guard to support federal immigration efforts. Isn't that good? There's that thing we saw earlier. Scavino wouldn't be posting Nessim Dorma, none shall sleep repeatedly were it not absolutely pertinent to the moment. That's all we can do because copyright strikes. Trump War Room, Trump truth this out. Ask former President Barack Insane Obama whether or not he really believes that in 2020, Joe Biden got 15 million more votes than he did in 2012. 65.9 versus 81 million. Additionally, ask him why it is that Joe Biden beat Obama in every single swing state with the black vote in 2020, even though black voters hate him. But in no other state, the 2020 election was an illegal scam hoax that the people of our great country will never forget. That's right. That's right. And there's our last show. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, there we are. Now we're back here. Well, how do you like them apples, folks? Well, you know what? I think we're going to put a little cap on this a little bit early tonight because I want you to get out to your weekend and do whatever you're doing out there, having a great weekend. So I want to thank you all for stopping by and hitting the old thumbs up and sharing this out. Make sure to tell all your friends we're back on YouTube and also on Rumble. And in the description box below are links to both the YouTube and the Rumble. So there you go. So that's the name of that tune. So let me, I guess I gotta give my little thank you all so very much. Thank you all so very much. Alrighty then. Well, and Cap 78 Pack says, or Darkbrain says, Cap 78 Pack, nice to see you tonight. Have a wonderful weekend. Awesome. And then I said, thank you all so very much. And Darkbrain says, was nice seeing you all tonight. It was great seeing you too, buddy. And then Kathy says, good night, everyone. And Darkbrain, Aaron, thanks for a great show. You're very welcome, buddy. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. Oops. And Cap 78 Pack says, a good show tonight, Aaron. Peace in. God bless you all. And much love. Have a great weekend, everyone. And she gives all those cute little prayers. shades, and hearts. Isn't that cute? And Jay Buying 7714 says, thank you, Aaron. You're welcome. Jay Buying, appreciate you. And Dark Brain says, Catherine Weiss, have a great night. Nice to see you. And Chronivere says, good to see everyone. Yes, and keep your prayers out for Mrs. Pinkerton. Dark Brain, was good to see you too, Chronivere. Yes. All right. Did I show this one yet? Good night, everyone, from Kathy. I'm not sure if I showed that one. And let's see here. Chronivere gives a big smile. And then Kathy says, thank you, Dark Brain. Hope you have a good night, too. And Dark Brain says, peace in. And Dark Brain says, peace in. And Cap78 Pack, hope your weekend is great, too, Dark Brain, and everyone here. Well, thank you all so very much. And we do this on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So our next one will be Monday. And why do we do it? Because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. So keep your cameras pointed to the skies so you can take a picture of that crazy UFO that keeps coming into your studio and come on to the Truth Quest and talk about it, because we'd love to hear your UFO or Bigfoot or any kind of anomalous stories that you might even have. We would love to hear about it, because that's kind of what we're all about here. The paranormal is the new normal. It surely is. Isn't it, Shirley? Yes, Shirley. It surely is. Alrighty. We'll see you on Monday right around 9 p.m. Central. Until then, peace in world peace. It's coming, baby. It's coming. Peace in.